End of warm-up. Match is starting. SNC 2026. After the conclusion of the time attack qualification week is ready for rounds qualification today. 4 maps, 8 rounds per map. Top 3 times for every single team counts, and here we go. Players on the way. We have the overview on the left hand side showing us place 1 to 17 and then the bottom 5 players, and it's going to be madness, guys. Look at all these cars here. It is absolutely insane. Jumping to Ola right now, we see Dolan in there. Racealite also with a great start. Dopa and Nino for XOXO Fire absolutely blasting away. Of course, Dopa on his own map. Skipper here. 1:24.38 is the daily time. Or sorry, is the author time. The daily time is also for Dopa, but he also, of course, holds the author time for building this map. And he's the one who's gonna kick it off here, looking very, very strong, leading the pack together with Devil. Dolan is also in there, holding on to that top 3. Dev, Fliffy, Eagle, also Slimo, Racealite, Supersonic, and the rest of the field is super close. It looks like Devil might take it. He is leading indeed. Just in front of Xanafast, but he will do it. Devil in a 1:25.02. Taking that round down, and Dopa nowhere to be seen anymore. Making a mistake somewhere in the 94 cars that are playing here. Fluff for Futz grabbing himself a 4th position. Panda and Kush also doing very good. Nino locking in that top 8 finish as well. And Artie concluding the top 8 himself with a 1:24.34. Next round is already on the way. This is going blistering fast, guys. Do not blink. Do not do anything, because the SNC is not waiting. We are playing today, and Devil, from out of nowhere, it seemed like, wasn't leading after that first lap, but he took the lead and took home the first round in the SNC 2026 qualification in rounds here. That was his honor. Dopa! Oh, Dopa with a bug, and I think we lost Artie there as well. Was it Artie? No, it wasn't Artie, because he's in 12th position. Mew and Dev now fighting with Devil here for the round win. Mew taking the lead. And Mew is clocked in, guys. And we saw Mew locking in the hours as well in the TA. In the qualification week, he was there with the hours, but it seems like Devil is holding on as well. Fighting with Dev right now, last couple corners. Dev super close to the Rumbug there. But he is gonna hold on. Lucky Shot is there as well for FKX together with Dev, looking really, really strong. And who's gonna snipe it here in the last corner? It's gonna be Devil with a beautiful last turn. Sniping Dev with only 0.01. Again, Dopa is nowhere to be seen. On his own map, he can't be happy with this. Lucky Shot, nice top 3 finish there. Mew, Panda, Fireclaw, Honey Badger, Juki, Spider, Casper complete the top 10. What are we witnessing here, guys? So many drivers. It is absolutely crazy. 94 players as we go into round 3 of 8 on FW Skipper. The first SNC 2026 map that we will be playing here tonight. Now let's jump back into the field a little bit more. We're gonna jump to angle here. Maria Turbo there with a great start, but just lacking precision a little bit and bumping out of it. Woesti is also still there. Traeger, the man, is holding on. Razorlight with a crash. See him go into the barriers, and Rounds is unforgiving, guys. Angle also into the barrier. Let's spectate the one and only legend here. Traeger just holding on to what seems to be something like the top 20. And he's doing very good here. He is doing very, very good. RT losing a bit of speed here. Traeger still trying to hold on. Meanwhile, Dopa is leading in front of Devil. Look at this. Xenofaz and Panda are there as well, but it's going to be Dopa in a 124.74. Xenofaz and Panda both with top 7 and 6 records respectively, 124.81 and 24.78. Curse Mavic XOXO says Angle. I'm super sorry, Angle. Wow. And that's round 3 of 8 done, and that's finally Dopa picking up the points on his own map. Needed 2 rounds to get into that flow, but he finally does it. And what a time, 124.74. Remember, guys, that is a top 5 daily time that Dopa is driving there. Panda and Xenofaz also super close behind. Devil doing very, very good. And we are ready for round 4 of 8. Dopa, not sure where he is. He is 33rd in points right now. 33rd with 240 points. On par with Leander, with Freshy and Razorlight as well. They cannot be super happy yet. Devil is performing like a madman. Woesti is also looking really good, by the way. 14th position right now. 295 points. As well as Nino, and it's absolutely fantastic to see Nino play for XOXO Fire here together with his buddies. No way! And what is this? It's instant cast to curse time. Nas is also going into the wall just while we switch to him. Nino, the cast is unforgiving. And this time around, look at this. Xenofaz and Panda. And also Blitzer for P&E. Look at the strong lineup. We lose one though. We lose Xenofaz, I think. Oh my days, went into the barrier. Absolutely crazy. Panda still leading here for P&E, and P&E is so strong here with Spider, Blitz and Panda. They have 3 drivers in the top 10. Panda is gonna clock at home 124.80. Blitzer just behind. Kush there as well, and P&E showing strong dominance across the field here. That is looking very, very strong for P&E. Wow. And what a map, by the way, guys. Can we take a moment to admire this map? I didn't choose this map for my intermission video by accident. That's because I love the colors on this one. No, but the maps this map pack around for me are absolutely great once again. Shout out to all the mappers, everyone who contributed there, because without maps, there is no tournament, guys. Do not forget that. And once again, this year we got some quality maps to play, at least in the qualification week here now. Panda overtaking Devil 461 to 445 points. Stiko entering the top 13 here, doing pretty well. Casper as well, 9th position, 395 points. Dopa sneaking into 2nd page here as well. Slimo is there, Prow is there. A lot of XOXO Fire members are there. Nino dropping a lot after that crash. He was in 9th position, now in 31st position on the leaderboard. Now let's see who is leading right now. We got Dopa in the lead. Dev battling with him. Chupasi is there as well. Goro Jux into lap number 2. as Panda with a strong line attacks Dopa there. Could maybe do it on exit speed here. Not quite. Only following the Danish Dynamite right now. Kush with a little drift, losing some pace. Instantly overtaken by 3 players. But he can defend. And a blistering fight is going on between Panda and Dopamine right now. Panda lagging a little bit. And we are stuck in Camp 3 here. Let's quickly spectate Dopamine. See if he can hold off Panda. I think he can. That is a great time from Dopamine once again. Top 5 daily time. Panda with a 78 as well. So strong. Dev in 3rd position. And Chupasti. And look at the FUTs, guys. Fluff and Razorlight 7 and 8. They can be very happy with that. Proud doing great work for XOSO there as well in 10th position. Yuki showing his name. Trager in 90th position that round. Big mistake made by the Dutchman. As round 6 out of 8 is on the way already again. Let's see, we see some names that we would have expected to perform maybe a little bit better. And also let's see the bottom of the leaderboard here. Kojo, 90 points in 94th position. TM Master also holding on, trying to battle for the top 90 position with Lolo, Dreamy, Moped is there. Mimi, 86th position. Together there with Kev, Luxy. Then we move on a little bit. We see Gigaverse in 79th position. Devil's Red, 69th position. Together with Shiwa as well. Giga-san is also there. Penguin, aka Ole, 41st position. Vamos in 45th position. And then you're thinking, why are they so low? But it's just a gigantic field, guys. It is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, to drive top 40, top 50 here is not even that bad. It may sound like it, but we are with 95 players here, which makes it unbelievable. And let's see what's going on right now. It seems like Panda is taking another round down. Where is Dopa? He is far behind. What is this round from Panda? He left the whole field in the dust and he's gonna drive a top 2 daily record. 1:24.52 for Panda. Beating Mew, Dev, Dopa, Devil, Blitz, Aspire and Eagle to the line. A 1:24.52. That is crazy. Panda showing his absolute best. He's locked in right now. And with only 2 more rounds to go, he's also leading the leaderboard. Bro, trust if I wasn't late, I wouldn't be last. Says just Pxunda, who is Malut then, or Matut. I'm not sure. Matut, alright, Matut. Matut in last position who showed up late. Doesn't matter though. He's here to rack in the points. Give us a good overview actually, together with Dreamy as well. Let's maybe stay with Dreamy here a little bit. Let's see who's gonna fall off. Oh, I think it was Crazy Q. Ooh, and somebody is also hitting the barriers there, and we see Gigaverse as well. TM Master actually clinging on to the back of the pack here, doing anything in his power. Overtaking Bawa now. And with only 1 hour of practice, at least on the server, going to overtake Adapt as well. TM Master on his way to actually rack in some points for his team. Let's quickly jump forward again. Let's see what's going on for the likes of Slimo. Lucky Shot is leading the round here. Bellman a little bit further behind. Also Devil, after his blistering start, not able to really follow up on it. Look at this. It seems like he's really in the front of the field, but in fact there are like 20 or 30 players between him and Dopa, who is leading this round. Let's see if Dopa can drive it home here. It would be very important for him and his comeback on the leaderboard after these 2 rounds where he struggled, and he will do it. And this time Dolan in 4th position. And where is Panda? Panda in 9th. What is Dolan doing? Guys, can I have a shout out for Dolan here? 4th in this round. That is a crazy performance by the Dutch assassin. We do not see him that often, guys, but do not count Dolan out ever. 595 points for him. Yo, Bonfire, what is going on? Very nice of you to tune in today, mate. You have chosen the best of days because it's SNC 2026 time routes qualification. We got 95 players playing. And this is the last round on FW Skipper. First map that we are playing tonight before we go and play 3 more maps. 8 rounds per map, top 3 times per team count. And this is the last round on this map. Freshie now taking the lead for FUTS. Very nice to see them play as well. Stico is there for FUTS to follow it up. And also Fluffy is not too far. So FUTS doing really, really good in this round. And then I'm wondering, where is Regenhertz? And where is Racelite? Racelite not too far away, actually. And look at the P&E guys as well. Yes, Spar, we got 95 players who are actually playing this round's qualification event for the SNC. It is mind-boggling, I know. But it is reality. Blitz with a late wall hit. And I see a lot of P&E here. Lucky Shot retiring. That is not good news. And also not good news is that I do not see Dopa here. Where is Dopa? He's so far behind, and it's Panda again who's gonna take this round and who's going to be the big winner of this first map in rounds qualification point. Panda with a 124.70 driving the whole field home. But look at FUTS, Freshie and Fluffy racking in the point, as well as Racelite in 11th place. Very well done there. Trager clocking in 16th. I see that. Trager beating Dopa with 0.07. And that was the first map already done. And we got 2 minutes to catch our breath in between maps. That is very nice. I'm super happy that this isn't like 20 seconds. Wow, what a race. Let's quickly go over the leaderboards, guys. Panda taking it down, 926 points in front of Devil and Fireclaw. Fluff, solid 4th position. Very happy to see Fluff in the top 5 here. Very well done. Spider also. Dopa on his own map, losing more than 100 points to Panda. And that is a lot if your name is Dopamine. Kush Goro complete the top 8. And let's quickly scroll through it. And let's see what we see. Dolan, after his miraculous performance in that one round, only finishing in 32nd position. But it is not only, guys. It is 32nd position. It is good because we are here with 94 players. Stico 28th position together with his teammate Racelite 20th position as well. Focus in 27th position. Raptor, not very happy to see him in 42nd position. Still outpacing more than half of the field. I can't believe it, but still. Expect maybe a little bit more from Raptor. Let's see if we can show it next time around. B-Boy and Vamos, 37 and 38 respectively, doing very well for XOXO there. And what does the rest of the leaderboard look like? Here we see Miraco playing as well. Lucky Shot after some very, very good rounds, dropping 49th position. And we got Matut in 95th. Closing out the leaderboard, just behind TM Master. Website is updated. Alright. Then let's quickly, before we go into this map, let's quickly take a look at the standings here. There we go. All right, let's quickly check teams because this is hard to see in between rounds, guys, because I have to do a lot of calculating. BG Wild leading after that first map. Devil, Fireclaw, Eagle, a lot of points, 279. Then we got Peony Gamma. XOXO Fire doing really good as well, 261. Peony Pie and FUTS on 250. So the leaderboard's still super close. Then we scroll down a little bit to check the bottom of the leaderboard. We see N1 Red and Fresh Fruit for the bottom 2 positions here, but with 24 teams. It is absolutely crazy. Solo performance, of course, won by Panda, then Devil, Fireclaw, Fliffy, Spire, Dopa. That is what we saw. All right, let's jump back into the action, guys. We do not want to miss anything because the next map is already here again. It is Miku-Uwu. And personally, I thought this map was very fun to play. There is a tricky left-hander with a little bit of half pipe to your right. And this little jump into second lap is also a tricky one. Very nicely built map, in my opinion. And one red with only 1 player. Damn. You said you didn't want to check? Yeah, well, actually I said I wanted to see what would happen if we checked. And I think this is super doable, because we can just check it during the warm-up of one of the maps. That is not a problem at all. It is very nice to have that oversight, especially the team overview, because we have the solo overview on stream. But to have that team overview in 1 click is very satisfying. So thank you, Panda, for updating those standings blisterly fast. All right. Miku-Uwu. Second track of the evening. Dopa again. Daddy won 126.46. And we saw it is not impossible, guys, to drive very, very fast time in match here. On this map, it's interesting, though, that the gap between Dopa and the rest of the field in terms of daddies is a lot bigger than on the last map. On Skipper, we saw rest of the field being pretty close to Dopa. Here is already 0.2 of a second almost to second place. And then more than 0.3 already to third place. So that is absolutely crazy. And that's a big gap. So let's see what will happen. This is the turn that I was talking about, by the way, the little half pipe. And I was told by the world's greatest, one of the world's greatest, I guess, that it is possible to tackle that turn full speed. I couldn't do it, but that's also because maybe I only played for like 5 minutes. Let's see how the top of the field is going to tackle that turn. 5 minutes break in the podium of this map, Spider says. That is very nice. Overall standing now also available whenever you want to check. All right, let's quickly check that because that is very, very interesting. Quickly, overall standings, because this is important, guys. And then especially the teams, BG Wild, Gamma, Pi, and Fire in Div 1. And this is the page that we will be checking out a lot this evening. It is the division page, 6 divisions, and we will keep you updated whenever we can on this. All right. Thanks, Panda, for updating that, because that is a very nice overview. Let me know whenever it's updated so we can just instantly go to the website, because that adds a lot of value there. All right. But during the race, of course, we're going to keep our eye on the track because it's moving fast and there is no break, guys. No breaks in this SNC 2026 edition, as the rounds qualification phase is on the way today. And we will not miss a single second. Map 2 of the evening, Miku-Uwu. Ready for the players, and the players are ready as well. At least I hope so. And Freshie is kicking things off here. For Futz, defending the honor of the German greats. Oh, and we see Spider joining late. We see Spider on the right-hand side driving there. That is not good news for his team. Freshie going super wide, and that's what I was telling you about, that half pipe turn there. It is so interesting to see different approaches there, because if you drift a little bit, and that's what Freshie did as well, you will lose some speed, but it might be faster in the end because you can carry more speed into the turn. However, Freshie dropping a bit now. We see RT with him as well. We see Razorlight and Dopamine taking the lead. And he's still leading in front of Devil. Xanafez and Kush are there. Freshie again with a little bit of a drift. I think it's Panda with a mistake. That is a costly mistake by Panda. He's gonna drop a lot of positions there. And that should be Dopa who's gonna rack it in. Yes, he is. 126.85. First one to crack the 126 here in this round. Rest of the field 127. Wow. Very unfortunate for Panda to make a mistake there in one of the later turns in the last round. Shadow top 8 there. Devil top 3 as well. These are the players that we are watching, guys. Of course, there are many players here today. But as you will understand, we will try to keep our focus a little bit on the top of the field. Now Panda dropping to 33rd position because of that late crash. He was in 2nd position. Let's see if he can continue here and drive the points home. We will not be spectating him though, because he is lagging like hell. Razorlight, very inside line there. Very clean line by the German legend, who is carrying the colors and waving the flag of FUTS, of course, once again. Has been for years. Always a force to be reckoned with here, Razorlight. For years he has been dominating the field. But the field does not stand still. Razorlight was always one of the top players, but many new kids on the block have shown their faces in the last years in TMNF Nascar. And Razorlight is trying to battle with every single one of them, trying to hold on. That's what he's doing right now. Meanwhile, Kush just getting overtaken by Dopa in that last turn, and we see a faster round than we saw just in that last round. Kush with a top 6 record, 126.79 is a very strong time by him. And let's not forget, guys, on the first map, Dopa's own map, he was only, and I say this with the marks, only 6th. Right now, he's showing a dominant performance, winning 2 rounds in a row, grabbing 240 points to go. Meanwhile, look at FKX here. Lucky Shot, Yuki, and Jugs. 6, 7, and 8. Wow. Strong performance by the FKX clan there. One of the many FKX clans that we have here in the SNC 2026 this year. FKX showing up with, I don't know how many teams, 8? I can't remember. Maybe even, no, 8 I think. 8 or 10? I don't know. Doesn't matter, a lot of teams. And let's see what they can do on the leaderboard when this map is over, because that is looking good for them. Alright, Razorlight, let's give him a break here. Let's actually give FUTS a break, because we have been spectating them a lot. RT, somebody whom I have not been talking about a lot, and that is just because I have not seen him a lot in the past. But he is doing very, very good. I think his performance on the first map was very good already. And right now on the second map, he's also doing great. Losing connection to the big pack a little bit though. Trying to claw back. Devil with a small mistake. Ooh, Fluff. Let's hope Fluff did not crash there, because that is going to cost him. And what is Dopa doing? What is Dopa doing? Kush is far out. Where even is Dopa? What is this? Is this a daily one run? No, but it's a 26:63 run. That is a daily 2-time run. And the rest of the field is more than 0.5 behind. That is absolutely crazy. RT is an old former P&E member. That's what I heard long time ago. Yeah, I just don't recognize his name really. So I'm very curious, but he is playing very, very good. Very good. All right, Raptor. There we go. Raptor in second position. Very happy to see Raptor on the leaderboard high up there. Representing BG. Very, very good. And Raptor in 11th place here as well. He can be happy with that. Prowl. XOXO Fire is looking really strong here, guys. Look at this. Dopa, Prowl, Nino. Remember, top 3 times count for each team. So, for example, for FUTS, we have Razorlight, Freshy, and where is the third player for FUTS? It's Fluff in 37th position. They have a bit of work to do. Jux for FKX, and I know that's Mimeo in 4th position right now. He likes this map. He's doing very well. Shadow and Panda taking the lead here. Where is Dopa? That is always the question. Where is Dopa? Yo, Bling, what's going on? Thank you so much for the subscription. 13 months. Thank you so much, man. I very, very much appreciate that, my friend. Hope you're doing great. And hope you are having a blast following this SNC 2026. Panda taking the lead here in lap number 2. Dopa right behind. And Shadow is competing for that top 3 spot. Let's see if he can hold on. Because Panda and Dopa are blasting away right now. Panda super high in that half pipe. He is holding on though. Can he defeat Dopamine in this round? It seems like it, and it seems like he is going to do it in fashion here. With a great, great time. What is his time going to be? Top 1 record for Panda, 1:26.43. That is a magnificent time by Panda. Beating Dopa, who drives a 68, guys. That is absolutely crazy. Panda showing he is on his absolute best level right now. What a performance. The level right now that we are seeing is unheard of. And we are reaching new heights with Panda driving that daily 1 time. The problem is though that we do not see Panda on the first page here, and this is a problem for PD on this map. I see Xenofast here in 4th position, but his teammates are in 21st, 22nd and 26th position. Let's see if PD can crawl back here a little bit. Meanwhile, Lucky Shot into that top 3 position on the leaderboard. Shadow for FKX 6th position as well. Prowl helping Dopa and XOXO Fire here in 7th position, doing very, very good. Prowl showing that he is here and he is awake as well. Yuki now showing his face. Very nice to see. Yuki, 18th position on the leaderboard on this particular map. Oh, I thought Panda crashed, but it was just a lag. He is still there Oh, and now he's gonna drift out. And this is Yuki and Goro. And this is FKX right now, guys. This is FKX. Can they hold on to this? This would be huge for them in terms of points. Goro is still leading. Dopa is nowhere to be seen. Honey Badger and Kush right behind Yuki in 4th position. Can Goro drive it home for FKX? Yes, he can. 1:27.12. The slowest round we've seen so far, but it doesn't matter, guys. We are not playing for time here. We're playing for points. FKX with a crazy performance. Top 7, and 3 of them are FKX Blue. And they will make a jump on the leaderboard for sure. Dopa, where did he finish that round? Do not see him. Panda as well. They will lose a lot of points here. And nevertheless, Dopa is going to take 1st position. Panda, where is Panda? 24th position. PNE, they have some work to do. It is round 6 of 8. And they have work to do. Meanwhile, Prow is climbing up the leaderboard from 9th to 7th to 6th. He's doing very, very good. FKX looking really good with Lucky Shot, Goro and Yuki there as well. BG also showing. Yuki now with a mistake. That can be costly. And where is Steve? Oh my god, we saw somebody was flying there. Somebody was flying. I don't know who it was. Tracker now taking 3rd position. The one and only legend. Trying, and everyone is trying. Oh, Stiko with a crash. Everyone is just trying to catch the back wheels of Dopa, but they can't. Kush, the only one who is near him right now. And what am I saying? Near him. He's approaching him. Can he actually overtake Dopa here in lap number 2? Let's see if Kush can. Yes, he can. He is overtaking Dopa. This would be important for P&E. And where did Raptor come from? Dopamine with a little bit of a mistake, it seems like. No, Kush with a mistake. From 1st position to nowhere. And it's Raptor for BG, who might be the winner of this round. He's going to make a mistake though, and there they come. No way. No, it's Panda. What are we seeing here, guys? Oh my god. Panda, Dopa, Raptor. Raptor could do it, but he just made that small mistake in the last turn, touching the inside ram. We know what that means, guys. It means loss of speed. And this is what decapitated Raptor in the end. But still, 3rd position for Raptor, that's a lot of points. And that is very important. Alright, round 7 out of 8. One more after this before we go to the 3rd map of the evening. But first, we have to finish this. Well, in terms of battling masterpiece of a map, I have to say, we've seen great battles and great times. Of course, Panda crawling to high heights with his 1:26.43 driven in rounds here. Absolutely miraculous. But we are not done. We see players flying left, right, and center, and it's Truo who's taking the lead here. For P&E, leading Kush, Panda, Goro. Where is Dopa? Dopa is a little bit further behind here. Let's see if he can make a sneak attack. Oh, he can't. That's a mistake by Dopa, but he saves it somehow. And he's still in it. He's losing speed though, and the whole pack is still super close together. Leander, I think. Oh my god, that was a big crash as well. No, yeah, it's Leander in 12th position, doing good as well. Tracker, Dolan, they are there. Oh no, Goro with a mistake. And now it's Shadow who's leading. Shadow who is leading. Where is Shadow? No, it's Panda leading. Honey Badger and Spider also approaching here, and this is a very important round for P&E, where Shadow is going to take 2nd place. Panda and Spider are going to take 1st and 4th, and that's a lot of points for P&E. And look at this, Maria Turbo celebrating place 32 as if it were a top 5 finish. And rightly so, because in a field with 92 players, and I mean everyone is here, guys, we are not missing one player. Everyone is playing this. It is absolutely crazy. Round 8 out of 8. Starting right now. Dopamine leading in front of Honey Badger. Racealite, 3rd position, very strong. And the Fuzz guys are doing pretty good here. Only Fluff on 2nd page for the top 3. Let's see if he can do anything about it in the last round of this map. Prowl from 6th to 16th position did not have the best of rounds in the last 2 or 3 rounds, I guess. FKX looking pretty good. BGW also looking really good. They are going to farm a lot of points here. But let's see what FOTS can do, because Racealite in 3rd, Freshie in 11th. That's looking really good. We see players flying all across the map. Artie, on the right hand side, driving there. Xanafaz now together with... Look at Dolan. What is Dolan doing? Where is Dolan? Dolan in what seems to be 5th, 6th, 7th position. Panda is going to grab the win, because I think Dopa made a mistake in the end. And this is huge for P&E again. Look at this. Panda and Xanafaz 1-3. Mew and Kush also for the other team clocking it in. Artie with another mistake. He's going to lose so many points. Dolan and Nino clocking in a top 8 finish. They can be very proud of that. The leaderboard is going to be turned upside down quite a bit, I think, here. Alright, 5 minutes break, guys. Ooh. Alright, Dopa taking that map, 895 points in front of Honey Badger, who is, of course, Marco, 842 points. Racealite, 813, very nice to see him there. And Fluff made it to the first page. And if I am not mistaken, they are the only team. Am I mistaken? Yes, I am mistaken, because also FKX does this. And also XOXO Fire. So I'm hugely mistaken. But they bring 3 players on the first page of the leaderboard. And that is very, very, very important, guys, for these points. Prowl holding on to 15th. That is very important. Is it done? This map is done. We have 2 more maps to go. We are playing 4 maps tonight. 8 rounds per map. So no, we are not done here yet. Devil in 31st position. He cannot be happy with that map performance. Trager, on the other hand, clocking in the top 30. I think he can be happy with it. Very interesting to see the differences between these players. Artie in 40th position after a very good first map. He did not bring it to map number 2. And remember, guys, top 3 times count. Top 3 times. So, for example, XOXO Fire, they have Dopa, Slimo, Prowl. They have Nino. But only the top 3 times count, so Nino's points and times will not count here at the moment. Devil's Red saying if y'all can give me a 3-minute head start, that would be great. Yeah, the level is absolutely crazy. Are you going to do a giveaway this year as well? I'm not sure yet. I haven't planned anything. And to be honest, I was waiting a little bit, checking if anyone would like throw something in the water, you know, saying, okay, this time I might do it. Last year I made a big mistake. Oh, a big mistake. It was not a big mistake, don't get me wrong, but the gifts were super nice, but that cost me like 160 euros to send it to everyone. And I made a mistake there. I thought it was more easy to send it, and I thought it was cheaper, but I had to send beer openers and that kind of stuff all over the world, and it was not cheap, and it was a big hustle. So no, I didn't plan any giveaway this year. I am thinking to 3D print a trophy again, which we also did with the VNK 5 that we gave to Dopa, which was absolutely amazing. But a big giveaway like last year, I think that was a one-off. Yo, Adapt, what's going on? Nice to see you here, man. Hope you're doing well. Yo, Oli, did anyone watch WRC Croatia? I didn't. Are these standings updated on the website? Rounds. Let's quickly check it. Yes, they are. All right. Solo, Panda still leading in front of Dopa and Fireclaw. If we check teams, BG Wild, XOXO Fire is doing really good work here. Pini Gamma, FOTS in 4th position. FKX Death Star in 5th. And if we check out the overall standings right now in terms of... Ooh, Panda and Dopa on the same amount of points. Look at this, guys. 699 points. But if we look at teams... We see BG Wild, Peony Gamma, XOXO Fire, and Peony Pie in that Division 1. Super close with FKX Death Star. Look at this. Only 3 points separate Peony Pie and FKX Death Star from each other. Then the gap is big to FOTS. But they are doing great work in this round. So let's see if they can secure Division 2. Together with BG Zoo, FKX Rebels. Division 3. With Jedi, Air, Sith, and Moon. Division 4 with XOXO Ice, Ewok, Chill, Droids. Division 5 with Blue, Fruit, NRT, and Mafia. And Division 6 with SVK, Red Nabo, and Fresh Fruit. We got a lot of fights going on, guys. This is great to see. Alright, next map on the way already. We are going fast today. Freshie going crazy. All right. All right, thanks for the update, Oli, I guess. All right, the Silver Scream by the boss of Dofus 79, aka Blitze. It's a flat map, guys. It is a flat map. And you either like flat or you don't. There is not much in between, I feel like. People who love it, love it. People who hate it, hate it. And that's it. Some say this is the most pure form of NASCAR that you can drive.
Yeah, no, he won't. No, they will both crash out. What the fuck?
Is that true? I don't know. At least it's the opinion of some players here. And they can show it. They can show it because the field is outrageous as the sounds are being played. Nice. It's crazy. Like I said before, everyone is here. So if there is a stage to show your performance, this is going to be the stage. 100%. And Gigaverse in the chat is somebody who doesn't like flat. He says S2DM platform is better than flat. Some people might disagree. The problem of flat is the easy cause of bugs. I disagree with that, Maria Turbo. That's not the problem of flat. That's the problem of this game. That is not at all the problem of flat NASCAR. That is the problem of TMNF. You can perfectly drive perfect flat NASCAR in TM20 and do not bug out one single time. But that's not what we are here to discuss today. We are here today to celebrate the greatness of the NASCAR community in TMNF. And we have proven this by coming out with a rounds qualification phase of the SNC 2026 with more than 90 players. It is absolutely crazy. Yo, Lorai, what's going on? The absolute end boss of the Benelux Pro League. Thanks for tuning in, and also thanks for leading that production as well. That was absolutely golden. Nice to see you here today. Hope you're having a great evening. Hope you have cracked open a beer, maybe a bottle of chips as well. Or a bowl of chips, I should say. Bottle of chips is something different, but hope you're doing great, because we still have 2 more maps to go, and this is the Silver Scream by Blitze himself, Daily 1 by Yuki 12103, and the players, after a break of 5 minutes, are ready to tackle this map once more, and they are on their quest to gather as many points for the SNC 2026 qualification leaderboard before we go into the division phase with the half finals and the final. And that is what we are here to witness today. Leading right now on that leaderboard are Dopamine and Panda, who are absolutely dead even in points. Can you believe it? 1 week of TA qualifying and 2 rounds qualification maps further, and they are that even. And let's see if they are still that even at the end of this evening. Xenofest and Panda now taking the lead in front of Mew Spider. P&E looking very strong here once again. And Shadow is also in the mix there. FKX Gold Tag in front of his name. Absolutely ready to tackle anything he sees in front of him. But Panda and Xenofest, they are on a different level right now as far as this map goes in the first round. Let's see if anyone can challenge that. Even Dopa trying to cling on to the back wheels of Xenofest, who's almost bugging out there. Maybe a little slide, losing a little bit of speed. Mew catching up. Devil is there as well. Did not have a good second map. First map was brilliant by Devil. Of course, we remember second behind Dopamine there on that second map. On the first map, sorry. But that second map wasn't good. But he is here. Top 5 finish for him. Panda is gonna win. 121.22 for Panda. And we see some daily times driven already. Enjoyed your casting? Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Casting on site live was absolutely gold. Oli tried to watch it as well. Stream lagging. That's a shame, but I think the VOD is still out there on Twitch. You can enjoy our beautiful voices in playback mode. All right. The stage has been set. First round has been behind us. Panda grabbing that win. 120 points for him. Let's quickly see what that did to the leaderboard. We see Slimo and Naino for FKX Fire on the first page as well. Very, very strong. Racelite defending the honor of Futz in 10th position. Chupasti for FKX Gold there as well in 9th position. Very well done. Let's get back into the action once again. Spire with a crash. That is going to cost him a lot of points there. Looked like a big crash. And if you crash here with 94 players driving, one single mistake can set you back easily 60 places, if not more. And you are going to bleed points for your team. Luckily, the SNC... Oh, Panda, no! He's going to bug out. He is going to touch green and not in the way you want anyone to touch grass. It's not real grass, of course, but it is green and he did touch it, but he had to pay with a big heavy price for that one. Devil solo leading it here. And he's 0.2 in front of Dolan, who is trying to hold on to second place, just gonna get sniped by Dopa. But Dolan with a top 3 finish, that is huge for him. Nas as well, top 8 finish there. And where does Panda finish? 89th place for Panda. That is what a Lufthansa bug does to you guys. It is absolutely crazy. Wow. Panda yeeted into oblivion from 1st to 89th. No, 90th even. 90th place for Panda. 1st to 90th. Have you ever heard that? I don't think I've ever said that. Panda from 1st to 90th. That's crazy. But that is what this field is, guys. And that is also what the level is right now. Like I said, the smallest of mistakes can set you back many places. And it's all about points here. This is the only thing we care about tonight. All teams battling for all the points. That's what it is. Now, let's see if Panda in some way can fight back here. But where is Panda? There he is. Oh, he's far away again from the top of the field. That is going to cost him a lot. I think focus right now for BGW. Caster cursed into oblivion. It is absolutely crazy. I was so happy to see focus there. I wasn't going to talk about it. Xenefez is also going to catch a bug. It is absolutely bugfest here today, guys, on this map. Devil leading in front of Stiko. This is going to be a crazy top 8 if it stays like this, because Stiko hasn't been showing his face too much, and that's a beautiful overtake on Devil. He's even going to win that round. 121.47 for Stiko. Futz is very happy with that. And Stiko with a round win. Wow. He can be very happy with that. Wow. That's crazy. XOXO Fire with a strong performance. Dopa in 3rd. Naino in 7th place. With Prow in 8th. That is crazy. XOXO Fire is on fire. Look at that. 4 players on the first page of the leaderboard. Remember, only the top 3 points count here for every team. But this is something else, guys. That's the full team on the first page of the leaderboard. We haven't seen that too much. BGW though, Devil, Eagle and Raptor are also showing their class as we get on the way with round 4 of 8. SNC 26 qualification on the way for a while now, but we are far from done. Do not go anywhere. The action is getting better and better as players are tested to the physical and mental limit of their abilities, really. And we get a raid from Alex. Thanks so much, Alex, for the raid. Hello, Alex viewers. Welcome to the SNC 2026, the pinnacle of TRACKMANIA NASCAR, at least in TMNF. It is going on right now. You are watching map number 3 out of 4. After this, we have one more team start battling. We got 94 players live today. And right now, Xenefez is leading this round in front of Panda, Goro, Kush, Truo, Jux, and Devil is going to clock in the top 8. It seems like as well. Nostro with a good finish. 7th place for him there. FK screen. Going to be very, very happy. Yo, Zeemuis, hope you're doing well. Dazzle, welcome to the stream as well. 94 entire TMNF community in this lobby. I am pretty sure that the entire active TRACKMANIA NASCAR scene in TMNF is in this lobby right now. I mean, we are, maybe apart from some crashes and somebody who missed a bus when they wanted to get home to play this, is in this lobby. It is absolutely cracked, guys. Welcome to the stream. Very nice of you to tune in here today. Do not go anywhere. Get yourself a drink, get some snacks, because we are far from done. And we can snack some of the best NASCAR action that Team NF has to offer here today. All right. Let's see who's going to take down this round. Round 5 of 8 on this map. Before we go back to the overall leaderboards of the SNC 2026 qualification phase, so we can see how the divisions are going to split up before we go into the semifinals and ultimately the final as well, which will happen in 2 weeks. Of course, Zanafest now getting overtaken by Honey Badger. Goro is there as well. And Devil, what a miraculous performance by him. I mean, Dopa is in 15th position here, and Devil is leading with 458 points. He is doing very good for BGW. Let's see if we can take down this round as well. Goro out of the starting blocks like a rocket. Ooh, Zanafest with a buck on the left-hand side. We are not going to see him anywhere close to top 80. Maybe not even top 90. And Goro has to fear for his life that Devil will overtake him in the last U-turn here. Here they go. Goro trying to hold on, but Devil with a fantastic line. It's going to be Devil. Oh no! Same time. And Devil is going to take it. 1:21.33 in round 5 on this map. Goro, Panda, Honey Badger, Shadow, Focus, the one and only Limburg legend, is in 6th place as well. And Lucky Shot and Jerks finish out top 8. And where did Zanafest finish after that crazy bug? What? Is Traeger playing? Yes, Traeger is playing. Traeger is playing. And our dear friend Traeger is in 44th position here on this map with 362 points. Let's give him a sweat here. Let's put him in the spotlight. Let's see what he can do in front of 36 people and 93 more. That's a lot of ice. Traeger told me he didn't have time to do a lot in the TA qualifying. He did a lot of qualifying today, and he actually did pretty well still, but let's see what he can do in rounds. He's not doing very bad. He is holding on in the mid-pack of this gigantic field of 94. He is actually holding tight. Right now leading again Zanafest. Let's hope he doesn't catch a bug again. Ooh, Giga Son, I think, into the wall. Jux as well with a little error there. Traeger trying to hold on, but there's 30, maybe 30 cars in front of him. Oh no, and he makes a mistake, and it's a very costly mistake. We also saw Panda make a mistake as well. Who is leading? Dopa is leading right now. Devil can only look in awe because Dopa is gonna drive home this round. 1:21.36. Dopa in front of Honey Badger, Devil, Dev, Regenhertz clocking in 5th position for Fuds, Casper as well. And look at FKX Blue. Dev, Lucky Shot, and Yuki 4, 7, and 8. And that's a lot of points on the board for them. They are doing really, really good. Ja, klein foutje moet kunnen. Klein foutje moet kunnen. Alex, thanks a lot for the raid, man. I really appreciate that. Congratulations again. Yesterday, great day. Benelux Pro League. A lot of enjoyment. But for me now, it is back to retrospect because this feels like a retro game when we're playing this. And, well, maybe it is. 18 years old. I mean, it doesn't matter right now because it's filled up with a lot of players who are giving it their best, and that's what we always want to see. Sleemo leading this round. XOXO Fire. We are in round 7 out of 8 right now. One more round before we take another 2-minute break. We have some time to check out the standings. The overall standings, the individual standings, the team standings. It will all be there before we go to the last map of the evening. Devil with a mistake there. And that is going to be a costly one because where is Dopa? Where is Lucky Shot? I mean, Devil is still leading this leaderboard, but he is just holding on. And with a mistake like that, he's gonna bleed a lot of points. Slimo with a mistake as well. Where is Dopa? Oh, Dopa with a big mistake. Dopa with a big mistake. Who is winning this round? Who is winning? It's Panda. Panda is winning. And what is Supersonic doing? What is my eye seeing? Supersonic to a second place in a 90-player field. It has happened. Supersonic in a 121.52. By far the slowest round we saw so far. After Panda. Because the 121.38 by Panda is a very decent time. But Supersonic second in a 21.52. That is strong. Nas there as well. Chupasti again. Focus. Locking in on this map. Devil still in the lead. As we go to the last round on this map. Round 8 out of 8. It is really Devil's map to lose. Still leading the leaderboard, 784 points for his team BGW. And his teammates are close by, Raptor and Eagle, in 13th and 14th place. So they will be having a laugh after this one if they can keep it together for one more round. Devil's still there. Yuki is there as well. Jux is there as well. FKX with a miraculous performance so far on both maps. I think they were doing very, very good. And once again, I'm seeing a lot of FKX blue in my screen. Oh, Dopa! Nay, Jux Fluff is also... Dopa is ripped. Look at Dopa. He's standing still. He's gone in the mud. Goodbye. We do not see him ever again on this map. Nostro doing some skating there for his own. Tony Hawk, the legend, is no one compared with what Nostro just did. A little bit of grinding there. Dev trying to hold on in front of Devil. Focus right behind. Is Dev the one who's going to close out this map? Yes, he is. A 121.22. He finishes in style. Look at that top 8 daily record for him as well. Devil in second position is securing his win on this map. And Panda in third. Focus in fifth. I feel like Focus had a very strong map here. 18th position. And where did Trager finish? 48. Wow. Alright, that is going to be map 3 of 4, guys. Devil going to take the map win, 901 points. Goro, lucky shot. Look at FKX. Goro, lucky shot, Dev. That is so, so strong. And what do I see here? Dopamine is not on the first page. I've never seen this in my life. 8 rounds done. And Dopa is in 28th position. That is crazy. Ay. That is not going to be a good map for FKX. Or for FKX, it's a very good map for XOXO Fire. That is crazy. Let's see if the standings are already updated here. Yes, they are. Silver Scream, Panda the win. But what is more interesting is the overall team standings right now. Look at this. BG Wild, XOXO Fire, FKX Deathstar, and Peony Gamma in Div 1 now. Peony Pie having a very difficult map number 3, dropping to Division 2. And it's actually FKX Deathstar who is going to take their place, I think, with that perfect performance on that map. Division 2 now, Peony Pie, FOTS, Zoo, and Rebels. And scrolling down, Division 3, 4, 5, and 6 still have everything to play for. Now, if we quickly check solo standings for the qualification in rounds, it is still Panda leading with 335. Then it's Honey Badger, then it's Goro, then it's Devil, and Dopa dropping from first place to 6th with that 28th place performance on that last map that we just saw. That is absolutely crazy. Having a big struggle here. And we see the big names. They all have a map where they did not have their go. Panda 15th on that last map. Honey Badger 12th on that first map. Goro 18th on the second map. Devil 31st on the second map. This is absolutely crazy. And we will be keeping an eye on the team performance because this is what it's all about, guys. Qualification for the SNC 2026. This is what matters. Division 1 to 6. And we have one more map to go. All right. Warm-up time on Fly Forest by Bellman. In my opinion, a fantastic and very creative map. And we will see why. We have this section here where we cross over to the left. And the way Bellman brings this track back to the same section to cross over to the right, I think that's absolutely beautiful. We see a lot of scenery, a lot of things happening. Banked turns everywhere. As Tragueur is going to show us the map actually. And with this right-hander and this bank turn here, we are going to bring it back to that same section, and I think that's very well found by Bellman. Very fun map, great map to play in my opinion. And there are many sections where you can make a slight error here and lose so much pace compared to the rest of the field who don't. So the players, after 1 hour and 15 minutes of driving, we are not done. They need to carry on one more map. And let's one more time check out the divisions, guys. Who are we going to watch here? BG Wild seems to be pretty safe, or they have to rip it here, but I do not see that happen. XOXO Fire, I mean, it's only 35 points from Peony Pie to XOXO Fire. This will get scrambled 100%. We cannot say for sure who is in Division 1. I think the only team that is safe is BG Wild. All the other teams here, they have to be very careful. Then the gap to Div 2 from Div 3 is quite big. FKX Jedi to FKX Rebels. 51 points. The gap from Div 3 to 4 also quite big. From 4 to 5 quite big. And then from 6 to 5, that is also very interesting there. Only 11 points. CDSF Mafia and FKX SVK still battling it out there. But we are keeping an eye, of course, on Division 1. Because that is where the cookies are being eaten by the big guys. And that is also where the money is, guys. Because let's not forget the prize pool of this event. And I need to look this up because I forgot. But let me quickly check this. Total prize pool 650 euros in the pot. First place 200 euros and a gold tag. Second place 150 euros and a silver tag. Third place 110 euros and a bronze tag. Then fourth 80 euros. Fifth 60 euros. And the lottery will happen right after the big final in the live stream. 5 times 10 euros for 5 random players, which is always very nice. Don't need to do anything, guys. Just need to play a little bit. You can get yourself 10 euros. What can you get for 10 euros these days? I mean, yesterday at the Benelux event, we could get like 3.5 hamburgers for 10 euros, which is absolutely crazy. I was back in 2005 prices. Super sick. Reminding me of the gulden a little bit. But yeah, 10 euros. Who doesn't like to get 10 euros for just a little bit of Trackmania driving? I mean, no one, right? Alright. Guys, let's get ready. Last map of the evening. Fly Forest, Bellman, the mapper. And Bellman, aka Honey Badger, also the holder of the Daily 1 record here. 1:31.47. Will we see anyone able to approach that time? All right. Let's go. 8 more rounds before we are done. All eyes on Div 1, Div 2. That's a big fight still there. Of course, players also fighting for that personal honor, that solo leaderboard that we have this SNC as well. I do not think there is a prize connected to that, because this is mainly, of course, a team event. Well, not mainly, it is a team event. But the fact that we have the solo standings in the leaderboard on the website this year as well adds a little bit more depth to this event as well. And players are for sure happy to take points on that solo leaderboard as well. All right, let's give Tracker a break here. We have been spectating him a lot. Let's see what Racerlight, the legend, can show us on this last map of the evening. And FUTS needs the points. They need the points. Maybe they can make something work still for Div 1. I think that will be very hard for FUTS to be in Div 1. But securing Div 2, I think they will be happy with that as well. Because we got a lot of teams here. 24 teams in the SNC 2026 this year. Crazy competition if you think about it. Many players here tonight to qualify, to get in with the action. Racerlight struggling a little bit, but holding on to the top of the field here a little bit. I think Dopa leading just in front of Xenofest. Devil also right behind. Freshy, we see crashes left, right and center. Everyone bugging out there. Dopa still in the lead. Panda, Devil, Mu completing the top 5. Goro right behind as well. And look at Racerlight, like a knife through butter, is going to snack away some places. Dopa with a 131.77 is going to close out the round. And Xenofest in his first round on this map, 131.88, good for the top 7 daily. That's looking really good. And meanwhile, I said it already, but players are like celebrating a top 40 finish like it was a top 3 finish. And rightly so, because the field is absolutely stacked. I have never seen a field stacked like this in any NASCAR tournament. I'm pretty confident to say that, because literally everyone is here. Competitions we had in the past, sometimes everyone of the top players were there, but then maybe the rest of the field was lacking a little bit. We've had competitions where everyone was there, but we were just missing a Panda or just missing a Devil. And today everyone is there. It is absolutely crazy to see. Squirbo, haven't been talking about him a lot here today. Actually not, but he deserves it, because I think he made an upwards line in his driving over the last couple months, and it's very nice to see him compete here as well today. Let's see what he can do on his last map, and let's for sure check out his solo performance when all is done and dusted. Right now he's trying to hold on to the top of the field. Just has to let it go there. Little drift, loss of speed. And then there's 20 players behind you to just say, I'm gonna eat you alive. That's what's gonna happen with 94 players in one server. Meanwhile, Panda, Dopa, Devil, the greats are going to challenge each other here. Let's see who's gonna come out on top. Dopa, confident lines. Is anyone really gonna challenge him in this round? Panda, 0.17 behind. Is Focus? No! Focus is gonna respawn just as I want to spectate him. He was in second position. And what is Panda doing? What a snipe! 131.97 for Panda. What? What was that afterburner by Panda? Phew. Wow. Focus saying, oh my god, I'm sad. Yeah, what happened to Focus? Holy moly. Lucky shot going absolutely crazy. How about you drive instead of chat? Oi, 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 oi. Yeah. Like I said, mental abilities are also tested here, guys. Driving for 1 hour 45 minutes straight is not easy. You need to stay locked in, man. You need to stay absolutely hyper focused. And that's what the players are showing us here today. Alright, let's focus on the top of the field once again. We are missing Dopa. He's a little bit further. Let's see if we can sneak through the field here. Devil, meanwhile, leading just in front of Stico. Panda there as well. Dev Blitzer there as well. Nice to see him. Raptor. And do not forget, guys, BGW, they are the only team that are a little bit safe for Div 1. But look at this. Look at this. Third round already on the way. And BGW is not looking good on this leaderboard. Can anything still happen? I'm very, very much looking forward to it. Right now, Panda together with Xenofast here. Devil is leading. Where is Devil on my scoreboard here? I can't find Devil. There is Devil. And Devil will... Wow, he will drive it home. Panda has a crazy finish every single time. Kush with a top 6 time. Devil with a 31.71. Let me remind you that that is a top 5 daily time driven in rounds here. After 1 hour and 30 minutes of driving, that is absolutely crazy. Stico grabbing himself a top 8 spot there. That's very well done. We have to wait a little bit before we get on to the next round because it's not easy to load in 90 players in this game. Especially with this much deco around, guys. Nice deco. Here we go. Round 4 of 8 on the way. After this, 4 more to go before we are finished with today's qualifying phase. And then we will have enough time to go over every single standing on the leaderboard. But first, we have to reach the finish line 5 more times. And we are still battling it out, guys. BGW, Devil, Eagle, Focus, Raptor, Fireclaw, now looking better than they did. But look at XOXO Fire as well. Strong performance. Not even talking about PNY, Panda, Xenofast, 1-2. That's a lot of points there for them. But can they hold on, guys? No, Xenofast can't hold on. He's gonna fly out and we'll see him, unfortunately, somewhere around 90th position. Dev also gonna crash out. And the field is getting obliterated here. Who is left? Devil. Mew just behind Dopa. Mew with a mistake and Devil as well. And where is Dopa? Dopa is gonna drive it home, I guess. But who is behind? It's Freshy. Freshy for Fats, and I'm trying to search for him on the leaderboard. There he is. Freshy in 2nd position. He will be very happy with that. Racelite also in 7th position. So good round for Fats there. Dopamine with 0.4 second gap to 2nd. That is absolutely crazy. Truo with a 3rd place finish. Nino with another top 8 finish. He can be very happy with that. Especially in this crazy field. Xenofast actually DNFing. That is crazy. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Zanefest was in 2nd position. Right now, where is he even? He's in 35th position. No way. No way. From 2nd to 35th on the leaderboard in 1 round. That is what a 90-player field is going to do to you in rounds mode. That is absolutely crazy. All right, round 5 out of 8 on the way into the chicane, down into the right-hander, back to where we came from. Let's cross, evade the little pole in the middle, back to start finish on to lap number 2. Prow is going to crash out. That is bad news for XOXO Fire, but is it really bad news? Because Dopa, Slimo and Nino are still there to hold the honor high for XOXO Fire, and they are doing really well. However, right now I do not see that much fire in my screen. It is Devil leading, and who is there to really challenge? It's Panda, Spider and Goro. I think Goro in 4th position on the leaderboard. What can he do? Devil with a little bit of a mistake. That is unfortunate, and that's Panda who says thank you very much. I'm already leading the leaderboard, and I want to continue doing so. Tracker right now in 11th place, and Panda is going to rip it on the ram. And we're not going to see him, and Goro is going to say thank you. And this is the most crazy top 8 I've ever seen. No Dopa, no Devil, no Panda, no Zanefest, no nothing. And this is a crazy top 8. Goro, Honey Badger, Shadow, Eagle, Extreme, Slimo Trio, Lucky Shot in the top 8. Wow. And Goro, whoa, is going to take 1st place. Indeed. And that might be an upset on the leaderboard here. Let's see, because Panda absolutely obliterated. Look at this. Goro gonna take the lead. Panda down to 8th place. Dopa might nowhere to be seen anymore. Oh my days. One mistake, guys. One mistake, and you are absolutely done for here. Look at Dopa. He was in 2nd. He's now 17th. Ui. Still Slimo in 2nd place for XOXO Fire. BGW actually looking pretty solid, with Focus holding down the 4th in 11th place, 471 points. He needs to hold on for 3 more rounds. And then BGW can celebrate that Division 1 lock in the SNC 2026. It's everything you play for in the qualification. 3 more rounds of focus, 3 more rounds of physical and mental well-being that you need really to finish this here, because it's absolutely mental. We are going so fast here, but the players are showing what is humanly possible on these tracks. We've seen it today. Panda even driving a daily 1 in rounds is absolutely unheard of, but he did it. And he's here once again to defend his honor. Oh, we see a mistake by one of the top players there. And Focus is really holding on. Look at this. Beautiful end there for Focus. Spider is going to take 1st position, but Focus and Fireclaw for BGW 2nd and 3rd position. Really strong. Slimo also there for XOXO Fire. Reagan Hertz for FUTS, and also Fluff and Freshy are there. Good round for the FUTS guys. And girls, of course. Let's not forget. Dolan 87th place here. Nino DNFing in 19th place. Rayma, follow me. I want you to see this. Shame is saying supersonic. Alright. Let's give him a little bit of a sweat here. He's in 42nd position. It's not even that wet. That bad. He is actually he's doing quite okay. I mean, if I was driving this as as a player, and I was in 42nd position in a 90 player field. And if I had the capabilities of Supersonic and I saw the rest of the field and the names I was competing against, I would not be really unhappy with my performance so far. But Supersonic is saying, I want you to see this shame. Up until this point, he's holding on very well, actually. And we see players crashing left, right, and center, but he is holding on. Meanwhile, Xenofast leading the round in front of Dopamine Panda, Def, Freshy, Slimo. One more lap to go, and after this, only one more round before we conclude the SNC 2026 qualification phase. First the time attack, now the rounds mode, and then it's all over. Nas giving up. That is very bad for his team. Trager, also part of that FKX Green Tag team. Dolan for that same team. We see him in our view, holding on. And while it's Dopa who's gonna win the round, it's Supersonic with a crazy performance. He's going to finish in 8th position while being fully spectated that round. That is absolutely crazy. He can put that above his bed, I guess. Just clip it and convert it to QR code and give it to your friends, because that was a crazy run by Supersonic. Wow. Let's see what that does on his place on the leaderboard. He's going to climb to 31st. So he's going to do pretty well. And with one more round to go, let's see the current standings. Slimo right now leading. BGW looking super strong, and for sure they have a grip on that Div 1 position. XOXO Fire also strong with Slimo, Dopa and Prowl on the first page here. But what else is going to happen to those divisions? We will know in just under 1 minute as we are on the way for the last round on the last map of the evening, guys. XOXO Fire trying to hold on to Div 1. BGW holding on to Div 1. FKX Blue, let's not forget, trying to hold on to Div 1. They are looking really good right now with Goro in 6th, Def in 9th position, Jux in 20th. Lucky Shot also there now for FKX Blue. Prow together with Dopa. Where is Slimo? This is important, guys. Slimo, leader of the leaderboard here. Where is Truo? Little bit further down. Honey Badger is going to fall a lot. Goro looking really good. Oh, I think Devil with a late mistake there. Panda, Xenofast retiring. That is very, very bad. Panda is going to win it in a 131.69. Dopa in 2nd. Prow in 8th. Very, very good for XOXO Fire. Of course, the team that I represent, XOXO, in this game as well. So I can't help to cheer a little bit for them as well. But wow, what a drive it has been. 90 player field, and it's concluded just like that. Wow. There we go. Slimo winning the last map. True, Fire Club, Panda, Focus, Goro, Mew, Honey Badger concluding the top 8. But let's quickly go to the leaderboard here, because this is the only thing we want to know. And has it been updated? It has not been updated, guys. I will press refresh and then instantly go to the divisions, because that is what it's all about. There we go. It has been updated, and let's see the overall standings for the teams. Division 1, BG Wild, XOXO Fire, FKX Death Star, and Peony Gamma.